Okay, so do we have phobias? Does anybody have phobias? They don't have to be funny.
Yeah, I don't think I have phobias. I mean, I hate roaches with a passion.
That's a phobia.
But, so I have roach phobia.
That's a phobia.
Roachophobia.
I'm like, is there an actual term for
roachophobia?
roaches?
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's your girl Efrangeliz.
Kassandra Lee.
And Jasmine Balais.
And welcome to Look at Us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
We look cute.
We do. We all dark and stuff.
Looking mysterious.
It's giving the
love it.
craft right now.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Modern
the vibes.
day.
Modern day craft.
It's giving
I fuck with
Scorpio season all over again.
I like it. That's my favorite.
Yes.
What do you know about that?
Enough. I know enough.
I know
You
enough.
It's not everywhere.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're right. You are welcome.
You're very welcome.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
So look at you.
Okay, what's up?
No, just look at you. No, just
What do you see?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Damn, why are you gonna say it like that? Okay, honestly, it used to be something else, but I recently watched this past year. Evil Dead Rise. Love it.
Oh, fire.
I
Top tier.
love Evil Dead Rise.
I haven't seen it.
It's so good.
You've
Did we watch
seen
it
it?
together?
No.
No? Oh, no, we didn't.
But
I
we
watched
can.
that with Lady Jazz. No.
I'll watch it again.
Mhm, yeah.
It's so good. Look at you, Jazz.
What's up, Cass? Look at me.
I really didn't have a question for
Oh, you lost. You lost the game. Game over.
I forgot we were playing this game, bro.
You know what?
No, let me think of something. I'm gonna think of something.
Okay, we'll
Okay.
get back to you in a minute. Efran, look at you.
Look at me.
Do you fear commitment?
I have in the past. I still struggle with it. If we're being honest, I still struggle with it. Yes, I do fear commitment.
I feel you.
You know?
Okay.
Look at you.
Oh God.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve is somebody recently asked me this. And I answered it, but I forgot what it was. But my biggest pet peeve, I would say, is when someone isn't like being themselves, like they're trying to fit in too much. I'd be like,
Inauthentic.
yeah. Like I'd just be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Jazz, look at you.
Look at me. You got something?
I do, but why did I forget it? Because you asked me the question.
Yo.
No. I got it. Okay. You're stuck on an island. What 3 objects are you bringing? What 3 things are you bringing? Ooh.
What 3 things am I bringing?
Yeah.
Water.
Okay.
Clean drinking water.
I like how serious she took this. She's like, water for sure.
She's like, I've answered this before.
Some fire. You know, whether it's a box full of matches or a big ass lighter. Because I need fire. I don't like to be in the dark. And food.
And food. Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to bring food? You stuck on an island? You're going to fucking bring food?
You
bro?
said, what 3 things do I bring? You messed up with the question.
I
I guess that's fair. Yeah.
I mean, for how long you going to bring food? How much food are you bringing?
However long.
she knew she was going to get stuck, so she brought
Or a spear.
She brought like a warehouse of groceries.
just in case we get stuck.
Or I'll take a spear so I can kill fish and eat them.
Yeah, I'm like, the island
Yum.
gonna provide the food, no? Like,
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if you know how to
She
hunt.
bringing the water to the island.
like, okay.
Cass, look at you.
Oh, shit. I'm not ready.
Are you afraid of abandonment?
No.
Good.
No, I'm not afraid of abandonment. Yeah. Efran, look at you.
Look at me.
Do you think you can walk through this entire apartment pitch black and know how to get around without seeing anything?
I think so.
Like you wouldn't bump into anything?
She for sure will.
She
probably
would.
bump into Tony with his attitude. But no, the entire apartment.
Yeah, the entire apartment.
I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, I can do it. I can do it.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to test this.
Okay.
I'm gonna blindfold
We're doing
your
it after
ass.
this.
I'm gonna blindfold her, and I'm gonna see if she bumps into anything. I'll let you guys know.
Okay, well, this is gonna be actually a bad day. We have so much shit on set.
I know. Yeah, get around this. Get around this entire. You're actually gonna start from here.
Imagine.
We'll show it at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Okay, look at you.
Look at me.
If you were on Fear Factor
If you were,
Don't do it.
when you were
again,
Just kidding.
Again.
what is one thing you would absolutely not do?
One thing I would not do on Fear Factor,
Yeah, because you know they go crazy.
they go crazy. Well, I've already eaten flies. But I would not eat roaches.
Oh my god.
That I couldn't.
Ugh.
I would not. I couldn't. I could not do nothing with roaches. I will not sit in a tank with them. Nothing involving them. I have want nothing. I lost.
Yeah, I feel that.
Roaches will make me lose.
Yeah, no, roaches is a thing.
Or Donkey Come. I saw them do that in an episode once. I won't drink that.
Donkey Kong?
Donkey come.
Donkey Come. They
Cum.
made them drink Donkey Come.
Drink the cum.
Oh.
And then whoever did it, they definitely swallowed.
Sperm. Sorry.
Swallow.
Mm.
Gail Swallow. You know where that reference from?
No,
Scary movie. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I love that movie.
Well, did you get that reference when I said what?
I didn't.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I didn't, but all I did was
Bro.
just make the sound effect. Oh, my bad.
Okay.
It's been a minute since I've seen that movie. Jeez, hurt me. Why don't you?
Cass, look at you. You see a ghost. What do?
I pray in the name of Jesus to rebuke it and
Amen.
and cast it out. Facts. That's it. That's what I would do.
What if it don't leave?
It will.
Hmm.
It will always leave my presence. If not, we're gonna become friends, like Casper.
Right.
Oh my god!
Friend.
Well, I saw this movie. It was called "Talk to Me." You
Oh,
seen it?
I saw that.
Wait, I think I've seen that. Wait, we'll describe what's that one about. I know the name.
It's
Talk
like
with the hands.
with the hand. Yeah, they like hold this hand and then they say "Talk to me," and then like a spirit comes.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yes.
saw that
and then they're
together,
like,
Efran.
Yeah.
We saw
Oh,
that.
right.
Yeah, I recently saw it. Anyway, it
It was a good movie.
was wild.
Yeah, it was
It
good.
was wild.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
but
that was a
that's
lot.
what made me think about that.
Efran, you see somebody possessed. What do?
I go out on the floor and join them and do it too.
You're lying.
You're wild.
You're
No, I'm just
lying.
playing.
She
I'm
would
just
never.
playing. I would probably run. I'm running. I ain't casting shit out. That's not my job. I am an actress.
I'm dead.
I ain't got no business there trying to cast nothing out. I am gone.
hilarious.
Okay.
Okay, so what are some funny phobias that like y'all have? Do
Funny
you have
phobias.
any phobias?
Funny phobias.
And wait.
Okay, how about this? How about we tell them what the phobia is?
Okay,
The
tell us what a
difference
phobia
between
is.
phobias and fears.
Okay,
Okay, because they're different.
go ahead.
Okay, so let's talk about fear because fear is more basic.
Okay.
It's still
False evidence
valid.
appearing real.
Period. Right. Okay, that is one of the definitions, right? But fear is an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. That's what fear, the real definition
An
of fear is.
unpleasant emotion. Okay.
So a phobia is an uncontrollable, irrational, and lasting fear of a certain object, situation, or activity. This may cause a person to go to great lengths to avoid the source of this fear.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So now, asking the question again.
Okay. So do we have phobias? Does anybody have phobias? They don't have to be funny.
Yeah, I don't think I have phobias. I mean, I hate roaches with a passion.
That's a phobia.
But, so I have roach phobia.
That's a phobia.
Roachophobia.
Roachophobia?
I'm like, is there an actual term for
roachophobia?
roaches?
Yeah.
I mean,
We're going to call it that, roachophobia. So you know exactly the because you know with these phobias, they be naming it something
For
like
real.
completely different.
I'd be like, how'd you get
A
to that word?
troncophobia.
Yeah.
And then you fear
I'm like,
walking.
how did you? Yeah, how'd you get to this word? Who created this word?
Exactly. That's what that makes absolutely no sense.
I know.
So I'm scared of roaches. I don't know about fear. I have phobia though. How about you?
I have the same phobia for sure.
Roachophobia?
Yeah. Roachophobia,
She's already
like,
diagnosing it.
traumatized by
You
them.
must- yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
I also have phasmophobia.
What?
What's that?
No, not phasmophobia is what it is.
Lord
What'd you say before?
Phasmophobia.
What'd you say before, though?
I said phasmophobia.
You didn't say phasmophobia.
I have phasmophobia.
Oh, God. What is phasmophobia? Please enlighten us.
I have a phobia of ghosts.
Really?
Yeah, don't want to see them, don't want to hear them, don't want to feel them. I feel like I
Have you ever encountered one? Is this where this phobia comes
Right.
from?
I feel like I've been around spirits or like I feel like or what do you call them?
Demons?
Spirits. No.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
I feel like I've seen those too, like out in the streets of LA.
In real life.
Yeah, oh, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
No, but no,
dead.
like ghosts, yeah, like anything spirits, like coming across somebody who's possessed. That's scary.
Yeah.
And I
for real.
and I believe that exists too.
100%.
Like I've definitely like kind of seen some things and felt some things, and I'm like, this is not
Same.
where I want to be. So that's like a fear and phobia, I guess. I'm also afraid of the dark. Phobia of the dark.
Yeah, you
What
have a
kind of
phobia of the dark, or is you just afraid of the dark?
I have a phobia of the dark.
Really? That's crazy because we sleep in the dark sometimes when I come over.
But I could sleep in the dark next to someone. I can't sleep in the dark alone.
But I feel like
need
if-
somebody next to me.
I feel like if it's a phobia, you can't even sleep in the dark at all, like even with somebody next to you.
but I feel safe
Yeah.
next to someone.
Because I have roachophobia. It don't matter who's in the room with me. Them roaches.
Yeah,
I'm scared of the
for
roaches.
real. That's what I'm saying. It, like, there's no
Okay, fine.
there's no like different factor.
All right.
You know
all
what
right.
I'm saying?
Okay, fine. Then I have a phobia of deep waters. Swimming in deep waters.
She just want to be scared. How can we make everything?
I agree though. Deep waters, yeah, that's scary.
That's scary when you're swimming and you have no idea what's under you while
Oh
you're floating
my
in the water.
gosh,
That's scary.
Yeah.
I hate when I get in my head though, because then I'd be thinking something coming underneath me, and I'd be like, I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, I gotta get out of this boat. But I face that fear sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll go and
I have too.
I'll snorkel and stuff. I
It's
did it
scary.
in Bali. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go, and did it and had a great time.
But you asked first. Are there any sharks in the water?
I don't think
You didn't ask that? I would have.
I don't think I asked, but I think they mentioned it.
That there wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, all
There's
right,
no sharks over here, right?
yeah, I'll go for it.
Yeah.
But climate
What's-
change. A shark
What's your
could just come-
phobia?
Bugs.
All
Mm.
bugs.
I can't stand bugs. Oh my gosh. I have to check every corner of my room before I go to sleep. Like if
You
I'm
do not.
no, well, in my house, no. But if I'm sleeping in somewhere new. If I sleep somewhere new, for real, I'm looking. And then if I see a bug, I'm not sitting anywhere near it. Like I need to know where it went. If no one killed it.
and that it's dead.
Yeah, like I need to know, because like I just no. I don't like bugs at all.
Yeah. I feel
It
that.
terrifies me so much. Like it's one time I was having sex and she said the S word. Oh my God. I was doing it.
Mm.
And there was a bug in the room.
What kind of bug?
It was like a moth
A
flapping around.
moth.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that interrupted something.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. I was like, we need to stop. I need you to kill this.
A moth?
Yeah, for real, 100%. 100, like right in the thick of
They
it.
don't even want your skin. They want your clothes.
I don't give a fuck. I don't want a bug up. No, because then what if it landed on my face?
Or in your coochie hole.
Yeah,
And then he.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Oh, what a
any of
day.
it, I just don't want it. So I immediately stopped. They were obviously flabbergasted. They were like, "This is ridiculous."
Not
Like,
flabbergasted.
they're like, "What?"
They
is
were like, grow up.
for real. And I was like, "You grow up." And then watch them freak out when that fucking moth came
so
towards
you guys
them.
were just butt naked trying to kill a
Yeah,
moth.
we were jumping around. Yep, trying to kill this moth.
Wow.
Yep, absolutely. It was comedy. It was definitely a
That's-
scene that I want to reenact.
100%. We're doing that.
It
totally.
was coming, and then right after, just went right back to it.
That's crazy. Went back to it. I couldn't.
Yeah. And I was like, I
Brought
told
it
you I don't like bugs. The thing is that here's the funny thing. I saw the bug before we even got started. And what did I say to them? I need this bug to go before we get started. Oh, don't even worry about it. It's in the other room. It's not even going to come over here. I was like, but I'm going to be pissed.
Whole time she getting it on.
I'm going to be
Where's
pissed
that moth?
if this moth shows up in the middle of us getting into it, and then I'm going to have to stop because I done warned you. I actually care. Like I'm going to freak out.
Yeah.
And the shit actually happens.
That's
So
hilarious.
yeah, it's a real thing. I don't like bugs at all. Like I'm calling it a phobia because it pretty much is a phobia. Like when people see me, they laugh at me. I'm
Well,
like,
yeah,
"Listen."
for you to stop sex over a moth is crazy.
That's not
Well,
crazy.
honestly, I don't know that I'll be able to I don't know.
I can't focus.
But like, I don't even like moths in the room when I'm in the room.
I just can't even
So it's
focus.
like-
All you hear is
that flutter.
ugh.
I guess if it's on you, if it's next to you,
just
yeah.
anywhere. It don't need to be in my vicinity at
Or
all.
just flying.
But here's the thing: I'll grow some balls if I need to kill it, or like if I need to like remove it somewhere. Like,
Will you hold a butterfly?
I don't know if I would, but I would, but I
You're
wouldn't.
scared of butterflies?
It's not that I'm scared.
Butterflies are so beautiful, but they're also very ugly on the inside.
No,
Like not on the inside, but the little legs and stuff.
It's just
I'll hold it, but I'll be
cute.
like
"Ugh."
I'll see it. You know, I flinch when it comes towards me. I'm not gonna front. I flinch. Like I don't like anything creepy crawly. No,
Yeah.
flying, nothing.
Butterflies
Anything
are
that
not
feels
creepy.
I just don't like it. But I think butterflies are beautiful. I'll admire it when it lands. I'll
Right.
see it, whatever. I've gotten better. Ladybugs, I've gotten better. Like when I was in Vermont, I kept seeing ladybugs everywhere. No one was seeing them.
Did you look it up?
I did.
Mm.
Well, I didn't fully, but like I know it's like a form of like luck or whatever,
Yeah.
right? And so I saw it like in the room that we ended up getting. We weren't supposed to have, me and my sister, and we ended up like switching with somebody, got that room, ladybug, another one like the next day, the next morning. Then I'm upstairs in the kitchen, see it like on the thing. I'm like, bro, is anyone seeing ladybugs? I'm the only one seeing all these ladybugs.
Because they were for you. They were a sign.
They were definitely
They're trying
a
to tell you to stop being afraid of insects.
no,
We're
but I let it.
harmless.
Here's the thing: when I saw the ladybug in my room, I let it exist there.
Oh.
Wow, growth.
Usually, I'd be like, get it out, and I'll try to get it out.
Yeah.
But I let it exist.
Look at you facing your fear.
Look
Yeah,
at
look
me.
at you.
Thank you.
Look
Thank
at
you.
you.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Bad sex is also a phobia.
The phobia?
That's not a phobia.
You can't.
You're lying, bro.
I will avoid having bad sex. Absolutely. That's why I'm so particular.
How would you even
You
know?
would never know.
I think that when you have like undeniable chemistry, like you feel it, like you know it's gonna be good. So I wait to really feel like I really want to go there, and then I'll do it. Like I have a phobia of having bad sex, so I just won't just have sex.
Bad sexophobia. Okay.
Bad sexophobia.
Bad sexophobia.
Yeah.
All right. We just saying shit.
I think it's real.
Yeah.
I don't want to have bad sex ever.
Okay. That's
Okay.
real. No, I agree. I don't. Yeah.
I don't wanna have bad sex
I
ever.
don't think anybody would want
Yeah,
that.
so like I'm like trying to think of what are the variables that make bad sex
Okay.
when you're
Do
just
you have any other phobias?
Just not into it.
okay, fine. Okay, so you know, kind of like this material, yeah, kind of like this material, maybe a little bit
Suede.
a little bit furrier, like felt. I would say more so. I can't stand.
You don't have a phobia.
Well,
Well, you're sitting on it.
Stop looking for phobias. You tell me
No.
I'm looking
Yeah,
for
you
phobias.
are.
Can I finish my statement?
Okay.
I don't like it freaks me out when I scratch it. If it goes under my nails, the feeling under my nails. If I like,
I know that feeling you're talking about because I have it with other things. But yeah.
I hate it. Like I don't like it at all. It freaks me out. So, you know, like old cars. That's like what the seats were made of.
Mm-hmm.
Most
Yeah,
cars
you
now
have
are
that.
like cotton sewn or leather, but back then it was like a furry material like this.
I don't think you can
You know
really
what's
call that
crazy?
a phobia. I don't think that's just like a.
That is a
Yeah,
phobia.
people with real phobias are out here rolling in their grave listening.
I'm sorry, no disrespect to anyone who got real phobias.
Who got
but
real phobias out here in the world, and y'all
It's
here
a
talking about,
phobia
I'm
to
scared
me.
of the dark.
It's a phobia to me, okay?
What about a scariest moment in your life?
It's tough.
What's been the scariest moment in your life?
Okay. Emotional or
Ooh.
like an actual situation? I'll tell you an actual situation and then I could think of
I
emotional,
guess
but
more like life or death.
yeah, life or
Life or
death.
death? Okay.
So I was at the mall one time in Glendale and I was working. I was like talking to this family. I used to scout. I used to talent scout.
Mm.
And I was talking with this mom and her kid. And out of nowhere, I hear yelling. And I'm thinking there's like a celebrity, you know, that's just normal. Like celebrities are around and people going, oh my God, right? So I'm thinking that. But then I look over and I'm seeing a like wave of people running towards us. Like it's a stampede of people running. And I'm like, okay, something's up. The lady doesn't notice it. So I just tell her, I'm like, I see it. And I go, all right, take your child, go into Target. Like right now, go right now. And then she looks and she sees why. So everybody starts running. I start telling every cashier in the Target, I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but everyone find an exit because it's about to be crazy. I said, don't panic, just find an exit. So now everyone's starting to tell everyone. And people are running and we don't know what's happening. Now, literally the entire mall is freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get to the outside. I'm trying to find an exit. I go the wrong way. I end up on the top of a parking lot deck. And I'm with a group of people, and everyone's freaking out. And I'm like, does anyone know what's going on? Because all I know is there was a stampede of people. That's all I know.
You thought it was an apocalypse.
I don't know, right? But you see people running.
Zombies are coming.
You see people running, you gonna run. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
caught up in nothing. So I'm talking to these people, and one person says, I hear it's a gun. I heard it's this. I heard it's that. But no one's sure. It's a different story. I'm like, how sure are you? How sure are you? How sure are you? No one had a definitive like answer. So I was like, for all I know, then it could be a bomb. I don't know. I'm not gonna take anyone's story for sure. So I was like, well, then we're not safe here. If no one really knows, we're not safe here. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave. So now I'm in one of those like movie moments where it's like,
She thought she was in The Walking Dead.
for real though, this was real life, girl. I was freaking out. But I stay calm in these moments. It's really weird.
So what was it? You got us in suspense.
Listen, it's a story. It's a movie happening. So I'm in this moment. Yeah, get your popcorn out. I'm in this moment where like you have people going, well, I'm not going to go. And you have people like, well, I think we should listen to her. Let's go. And I'm like, whoever's going to come with me. Whoever's going to stay. I can't convince
Not you
everybody.
leading the pack.
That's what I'm
Seriously.
saying. Walking
For real. Because I'm like, think about it. Like, if no one really knows what's going on.
And y'all already left them all. Y'all could have just left.
That's what I'm saying. We went the wrong way.
Oh.
So now you stuck here. People are, they just want to hide there. They're freaking out. And I'm like, we can't stay here if we don't actually know what's going on inside. We need to get out of the entire parking structure and as far away as possible is my theory, is like my thought process. I don't feel
100%.
safe here is what I'm saying. So then I took a group of people. Then you have like an old lady who's like on the stairwell crying. Like it was like a movie. And I'm like, I'm helping her up. Like, you can't stay here. Like, no one could, like, let's get away. So then we get far away. There's SWAT, everything. Everything is here. Apparently it was a gunman, but like shots were fired. But it wasn't a gunman shooting for people. It was like protection.
Oh.
It was like a security guard. But imagine people just hear papa and then
They just scattered. Yeah.
everyone's scattered. So apparently that's what I was told. I really don't know what actually went down. Yeah, but that was an extremely scary moment in my life because I've never experienced anything like that. And I was 100% proud of how I handled myself and handled everyone. But till this day, if I hear like yelling or people running, I immediately turn into survival mode for a second. So I don't like when people run in public or like yell in public. I'm like, I know you're having fun, but I don't appreciate this. Like they'd be just joking around playing tag, and I'm like, don't do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it freaks me out. But yeah, that's the scariest moment for me.
Yeah, it's pretty. Sounds pretty cool.
So brave of you, though.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you're a trooper.
Thank you guys. I wish y'all were there. I feel like you're downplaying the situation.
No, I admire your initiative to lead
the pack.
Yes.
To be a wolf
I wasn't even trying to.
on that cold, sunny day in 2014.
No.
Efran, what's been your scariest moment?
Nope. Negative. No.
My scariest moment in life? I would say my scariest moment in life was, I've had a couple.
Wow.
No, not even a couple. The main one was when I got stuck in Death Valley.
Oh yeah,
that's
that scared
hot.
us too. That even scared us.
That
like,
scared us.
Yeah.
Bro, that was the scariest thing ever because I really did not know what was going to happen, if we were going to come out alive. And the thing is, it was only the car was stuck. But the thing is, it's Death Valley. Nothing for miles.
Literally, like
No
the worst,
civilization.
like the name of it, Death Valley.
And the name.
Exactly. And because I had researched Death Valley and like how people migrated out of Death Valley because
there was so much death.
the extreme temperatures killed so many people.
Oh my gosh.
So that's why they migrated out. That's why it's now like not vacant.
It gets really cold.
It gets really hot.
Oh, really hot.
Yeah. So there was a point where people actually lived there, but then at some point it just became so scorching hot that people began to die. So people had to migrate out of Death Valley. Yeah. So we're going to somewhere where people literally migrated out of because of the death. And it had so many random paths and mountains that people take, and people die there.
Yeah.
People have died. And, you know, or people have lost, ran out of gas and try to walk to a gas station. And because of the heat, have died.
Oh.
Luckily, we didn't go at a time where it was so hot.
Right.
Because we had sweat. I remember us
Y'all
having
also
sweaters
didn't
and
have
stuff.
any service.
We didn't have no service. No. So like being there, not knowing. Luckily, I knew that at the time who I was dating knew I was supposed to be home at a certain time.
Yeah.
So that's what alerted everyone to start looking. Had I not been supposed to be home, granted, we would have made it back eventually, but I feel like had he not started the search party, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
we was.
Yeah, it was
like,
really scary.
I wasn't trying to be pessimistic in that moment. I was trying to be optimistic, obviously, but I was moving with the urgency of the what if, right? Because you never want to take your optimism for, you know what I mean? Like, because we don't know.
Yeah, because nobody knew. My parents were literally at the airport. When I finally got found at the 23-hour mark, my parents were at the airport about to board their flight. And the helicopter was going out at the 24-hour mark. Had we not finally found someone to take us out.
It was insane.
It was so crazy.
I can't even imagine.
You guys look up Death Valley and see what that looks like. And then ask me why I was there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Linda.
That was scary.
Never
that was a scary
road
time.
tripping with this girl again.
Yeah, we were about to go on a search. We were
really
literally
were.
like,
we was getting
shoot,
drones,
we gotta drive to
everything.
Death Valley and go find them.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
It was scary.
And this is why it's so important to have your location on.
You wouldn't have seen where I was at.
But it tells us where you last were. So that's how we were able to like put the
Yeah.
clues. Because we had Linda's. And we were able to like pinpoint, okay, so they got to be within this vicinity. Like
smart.
her last pinned location. So that's why to me it's like so important, but she still don't want to do it.
Yeah, she don't want to share her location.
That's weird to me.
With her friends. For her safety.
For her safety. Just for safety. She's the one who was in the situation and don't want to do it.
She's like, that's
I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. About sharing locations.
I don't know. It's okay.
She acts like we're gonna stalk her. I mean, I live with you, bro. Like,
yeah, I know, right? Like, what is your
I'd be
fear?
worried
Something
sick.
mysterious about nobody knowing where you're at.
Is that a phobia?
Phobia.
Yeah, it's a phobia. I have a phobia of being here so people know where I'm at. Location phobia.
Location phobia. Because I'm like, what is her deal? Like, why she don't want to like be safe?
I shared my location with my son the other day.
For one day?
No, I did indefinitely.
Oh, okay.
And then I did it with my sisters. Baby steps.
Okay, cool.
Now, too many people know where I'm at. That doesn't.
But
you know what? Because my dad used to want to know where I was at so bad.
Also, it's a trigger. It's trauma.
Like, why you want to know where I'm at?
I'm not your pops, bro.
Look, baby steps.
I'm not your pops. She's like, too many people. We're people to her?
We're just people now.
We're just people to her. Got it.
Drama queen.
Anyways,
what's your scariest moment in life?
My scariest moment was getting stuck in the streets of Havana, Cuba.
You got stuck in Havana?
Havana.
Doing what?
Girl, I don't even know. I was out with a friend. I went with a friend. We were out drinking, and then I ended up, I think we kind of got into a little fight. Oh, I made one of the taxi drivers mad. I don't know why, but that taxi driver would not drive us back to the hotel. And he told every other taxi driver, like, in the area, in the neighborhood, not to give us a ride. They all know each other. I don't know. I forgot.
I don't know. You know why.
Yeah, like, what did you do?
He was twerking in his backseat.
You was drunk. That's why. You know, they don't take drunk.
I was drunk. Honestly,
That's why. That's why. That's the reason. They don't take drunk people in a car because then you going to throw up and they... You know.
I don't think that's what it was. Anyways, they wouldn't drive us. So my friend found a guy with a scooter who could drive us one at a time. So he had to come back for me. I didn't actually know this guy was going to come back and drive me to the hotel because my friend just left. My phone was like dead off. I had no communication with my friend.
What year was this?
2016.
Okay.
Yeah. I was young.
Crazy.
Young, dumb, you know, out there.
Young, dumb, and broke.
I
was say young, dumb and broke.
That a song?
Well,
yes. Young, dumb.
I wasn't broke though. I made it to Cuba somehow. And
that's hilarious.
And so I was stranded, and I ended up like making some friends, some locals there, and it was a group of us. There was a group of them. So I made friends, and there was women in the group, so I felt safe initially.
Is this what?
I think I told you.
Is this what led to that night?
No, this was another night. Different
Oh,
story.
yeah,
guys.
different-
Young
Different-
and wild.
different story, different podcast, but yes.
So
I was like, wait, is that how you got there?
I don't know that
That's
story.
insane.
it's another night, another time, another story. Yeah, so I go with this group of people to somebody's house, and then all the girls leave. Well, everybody leaves, and then the one guy who was trying to get at me all night was just me and him. And I'm like, where did everybody go? Like, what? And he's like, oh, they went next door, but you could sleep here and da 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 da. I'm like, and I had no idea where I was. I didn't know how to get back to my hotel. And I was like, shit, I guess I'm going to have to sleep here. I don't know how to get back home. Like, what am I? My phone was like completely dead. I
You
don't
didn't try to
even
leave
think-
when everyone was leaving? You were drunk, girl.
I was drunk.
Drunk AF.
I was drunk, and I'm like, how am I here alone with it? Oh, no, the girls were leaving. I was like, ¿Dónde van? Like, where are you guys going? You're leaving me here alone, And she's like, oh, vamos a cara, but you're okay. Stay there. Like they were just that. I think it was like his cousin or something. She was trying to set him up, and just I was like, wow. So I tried to sleep there. I tried to sleep at this stranger's house in Cuba. I didn't.
I don't even want to know where the story ends.
Well, clearly she's alive and it's 2024, so she made it out. But
And then
she made it out. But it's just going.
yeah, I know it's
I
getting
tried
worse.
I tried to sleep, and I was like, look, don't try nothing on me. Don't try nothing. And then, of course, he was trying something. I said, okay, no, I'm gone. I left the house. As soon as he tried to get close to me, I said, no. So I left this guy's house. I'm walking down Havana, Cuba.
Do you even know what calle? Like, you know where
I
you
don't
at?
know what calle. I don't know where. It's the middle, some neighborhood.
Havana
that's
Vieja
completely
or
dead.
Oh my gosh.
It's completely dead. I think it was. It was
Yeah?
a party area.
Oh, okay.
But wherever we walked to somebody's house, suddenly everybody was gone. Like, just completely, like the bar that I tried to go back to, like, it was shut down. Nobody was around. The streets were nobody. It was scary. I'm like, should I knock at somebody's house and ask for help? I didn't know what to do. And then there was a guy walking on the other side of the sidewalk, and it was probably like 3 a.m. or something. 3, 4 a.m. And then there was a guy walking, and I got scared. So I grabbed 2 empty beer bottles from the curb, like off the floor, that were just sitting on the curb. And I grabbed 2 empty beer bottles in case I got to smash somebody's head. And I was just like, okay, if this guy gets near me, I'm swinging, And then I got to look at him. Like, I made sure I made eye contact with him to let him know I'm not afraid, like, I see you. And then he was he looked nice. So
Hilarious.
So I was like, ¿sabes cómo llegar a the hotel that we were at? I think it was called like the Jasmine Hotel, actually.
Hilarious.
So it was easy for me to remember.
Thank
It was my
God.
name. and he was like, yeah. He was like, but he was like, he was hitchhiking a ride. So this big ass truck comes, like, I'm walking with this guy and I feel pretty safe. Like, he looks like he's like a worker or somebody like walking to work, at like 4 a.m.
Lord,
then-
God had his hand over you.
Yeah,
did.
because my goodness.
You don't know how much I was praying that night holding those 2 beer
She
bottles.
was like, I stayed with him, but I was just like this the whole time.
But I didn't let go of the beer bottles. And
Just in
then
case.
and then this like fucking 14-wheeler pulls up. A 14-wheeler with 3 guys in the truck. This was my only chance to get back to the hotel, guys.
This sounds like a terrible
This
story.
sounds horrible.
The end of a scary movie.
I'm just like, how, bro? Like,
or the beginning of a scary movie.
yeah.
I don't even know how this 14-wheeler just pulled up through this neighborhood street, but I guess he knew the guys because he was like, hey, they said some shit to each other. And then he told me, he's like, oh yeah, they could take you to the hotel. They said they could drop you off. And I was just like, is it safe? I'm like, I could barely trust you. Is it safe? He's like, yeah, come on, let's go. I was like, fuck it, God, please watch over me. Please protect me.
Oh my God.
He said, I ain't put you here.
Meanwhile, your friend at the hotel asleep,
Yeah, I don't
sucking her thumb and shit.
What friend was this? I hope you're not friends.
not a good friend, apparently.
Oh, I hope
but
it's not your friend
so-
from Texas.
It's a friend from Texas,
Oh.
from Houston. And so the guy gets in the back of the truck. I don't even know where in the back he got. Like, there was like an opening. And I get in the front, you know how it's a bench seat, basically like 4 people can squeeze in tight. And so I'm sitting, I get in this truck and I'm sitting in between the driver and 2 guys to my right, holding these beer bottles and just like trying to make light conversation, you know, and they're laughing at me. They was laughing.
Got it.
They were laughing at me holding these beer bottles, like making jokes about it. And they're like, you know, you're fine, but they're like, okay, you know, like they're just laughing at me holding them.
They're like, girl, we will fuck you up.
You gonna hurt us with a beer bottle?
I told them too in Spanish. I said, don't try me, okay? And
I can see Jazz too, drunk as no me trates.
Wey, órale, wey. Oh, well, you're in Cuba, never mind.
Yeah, but she was definitely órale weighing.
Yeah,
and they actually took me to the hotel, guys. They got me back to my hotel safe and sound.
nice.
Wow.
God bless their hearts.
Oh
Yeah,
my
well,
god.
I heard Cuba is a really safe place to visit.
I guess after that night, I believe it. Because that could have been 4 different men trying to do something to me. You know?
Ideal meal.
Yeah. That the DR is a wrap.
DR is crazy.
It would have been over with for you.
I would have been
What?
kidnapped for
The
sure.
DR.
You would have been ran through.
That's relax.
You would have, or just not here to tell the story.
Oh my god.
The DR gets gritty. So
Yeah.
Cuba. I hear Cuba is safe. You know, granted, I don't know, like right now in this moment how it is, but I heard that years ago that Cuba's a safe place to visit. At least Havana. You know, I don't know about all of Cuba. Yeah.
I was in Havana.
Oh, I haven't been back since 2009.
Yeah.
We should take
Yeah,
a
okay.
girls trip to Havana.
Let's
Cuba,
go.
that'd be lit, bro. I love Cuba. I want to see what it's like nowadays. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was pretty scary though.
That was scary.
Yeah,
My
honestly,
heart was pounding.
I think we all had pretty scary stories there. That's wild.
Okay, so we've gone into our scary stories, or like the scariest, what we think is the scariest.
I wish we like put like a flashlight under and like set it.
Oh, that would have been fire.
This would yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
So, what are some of y'all biggest fears? We know y'all phobias. Actually, we know y'all biggest fears already.
I don't know.
But what are y'all biggest fears? Like, it can be something, you know, scary. It can be whatever, or it could be something like you're trying to overcome right now.
I don't know. A big fear that I have right now, I guess. I'm afraid to get heartbroken again. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. I'm just afraid to pick wrong and find myself to repeat the patterns. Like, I just don't want to go through it.
Right.
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
How about you, Jess?
Mine would be probably similar. I used to be very afraid of like losing people, losing partners.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think I'm a lot more afraid of just losing myself in someone else. Like, because I've lost myself so much in other people and relationships, I don't want to be in that place again. So, like, I fear, you know, getting in a relationship with the wrong person or, you know, just. But at the same time, I feel like I'm a lot more aware. I'm getting better at actually, like, seeing past bullshit. And so I don't think I'll attract that, you know? So it's a fear, but it's also like, I know I got this.
Right, 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say that is. And I fear being broke. I never want to be like broke the way I have been before.
I feel that.
And even like where I am right now, like I'm not staying here.
Yeah.
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, growth.
I never want.
Yeah.
Never.
I feel that.
Yeah.
How about you, Efrain?
I would say currently, like, one of my biggest fears is death.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I was surprised that you didn't say it as a phobia. Honestly, I was gonna bring it up, but I was like, "Is it a phobia?"
Granted,
No,
I
that's
didn't
more
think
like a
about that. I didn't think about
fear.
that,
Well,
but that's a fear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because if I was a phobia, I would be avoiding going outside to make sure I don't die.
Right.
But even
So
then, like,
so no, I would say it's just a fear. Like, I think it, like, I would think about losing people, or about people losing me, and like that, like, gives me like kind of like a little bit of anxiety. Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess I have a fear of losing people.
Yeah.
Like people close to me, but I try not to think about that fear because I also like think about like how we manifest things that we think about or fear too much.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
like completely try to just avoid those thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I feel
Yeah.
that.
It's scary.
Yeah. Do you guys
So,
have? Okay.
okay. And I was gonna say how do you? Well, because I'm sure you haven't overcame that because it's still a fear. But like, how are you? Are you actively working to overcome that fear, or do you think you can overcome it, or how are you planning to overcome that fear of being heartbroken?
I think I'm actively trying to overcome it because at the end of the day, it's the risk of love, right? It's like the price of love.
Yeah.
There's pain in love. It's just a part of the deal. It's just, will it come in the form of heartbreak again? Is what I'm hoping to avoid. But I know that if I want to feel the sensation of love again, I have to risk that, right?
Yeah.
So ultimately, I'm afraid of it. However, it doesn't paralyze me to experience love. So I'm slowly bringing myself out there. And I think that I'm taking the lessons that I've learned from these past heartbreaks, um, and seeing how I can better equip myself to not be in those positions that led to that heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were to have a heartbreak again, it would probably come from a different form. It would be rooted from a different place that I think must be better.
Right.
Must be better, which means although it will be painful, it won't nearly be as devastating.
100%.
You know what I mean? I think that it would be a mature heartbreak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just growing. I'm trying to heal so that I can put myself out there and see if I can fall in love again. We'll see.
I love that. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
How about you? How are you actively working to overcome your fear, or?
Yeah, I would say like as much as I know I fear like, losing myself in someone, I'm also very aware that that's part of partnership and relationships is kind of giving yourself to someone, being in a partnership will require you to lose part of yourself. Like there's going to be some changes all the time. There's going to be compromise. So that comes with it. So I'm aware of that, and I still have like faith, in love and that there's good men out there, and it's just a matter of actually really getting to know somebody is what I'm understanding was, you know, actually getting to really know, people's values and what they're really about, after they put down their facade and everything, cuz it's easy to get wrapped up in like lust and infatuation and be completely blindsided by that. So I'm trying to move more intentional with how I approach new people and relationships.
Yeah, I love that.
What about you, E?
I just let the thoughts pass and just continue to affirm myself that no, good things can happen for you. You are deserving of good things. God is not here to just punish you.
Yeah.
Or torture you. Like this is just overcoming the mind, which is obviously what I'm doing every day.
Every day, the battlefield of the mind.
Every day, be.
Yeah. Y'all have a fear of commitment at all? I mean, you talked about it earlier. So, like, where does that fear come from?
The fear of commitment, um I think my fear of commitment comes from like obviously knowing like my fullest potential as well. Cuz when you commit to something, you're going to give it your all. Right? So I think I've been scared of what comes with me giving something my fullest potential. If that makes sense.
No, I mean, I'm trying to understand. Sounds like more of like a fear of success.
Yeah, it is. It's also a fear of success, but then I don't commit, and then you don't get there.
So what are you afraid
There's
of?
a lot of fears going on.
What are you afraid of when it comes to success? Like, what about success scares you?
Like me overcoming those feelings of unworthiness is what is the I guess the
barrier
between me and success.
That's interesting.
Because if I fully believed I was worthy, I would be going that full throttle.
Why don't you think you're worthy?
I think I'm carrying a lineage of, like I'm carrying not just me. I'm carrying it from my mother and my grandmother. They're my ancestors. It's like a bunch of women who never believed they were worthy.
Generational trauma.
And I know that it's not just mine that I'm carrying all of theirs. So I know that whatever I'm fighting it for all of us. And that's what just keeps coming up for me.
So to overcome it, though, you need to push past it, but it seems like the fear is holding on to you.
That's the growth that
you're working on right now.
It's like all the surrounding fears that I have, but commitment is the biggest one, because if I commit to it all, it's a wrap. But if you don't commit, then it's like those fears linger around,
It's interesting because I was more afraid of the success in a way, but mainly because I knew that if I was like completing my purpose, I was closer to dying. Like I equate my purpose to being finished with my time on earth. Like I really believe, and obviously I could be wrong, but I really believe I won't leave until I complete my purpose.
Yeah, of course.
And so every time I get closer to a success, to the dream, to the purpose that I am using this career to be the beacon of my purpose, I'm like, dang, this is another step closer to my story being over.
Yeah. And
that scares me sometimes. And so sometimes I like to slow it down. I feel myself trying to slow it down on purpose.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, Cass, like, you can't. And at the end of the day, I feel like it's already been written. It's already been designed. But yeah, like sometimes I find myself battling with that aspect of going and succeeding.
That's deep. Yeah.
But what about you? ¿Tú tienes un fear of commitment?
Fear of commitment? Like just in general? Something, I feel like I have. I feel like I have had that fear with my career, with relationships. And it's probably why I've always even attracted like emotionally unavailable people in a way. Because I always kind of had a fear of like fully committing, which probably goes back to the fear of like abandonment. And even committing to my career, like I'm not even sure. I guess the fear of the unknown is maybe like whether it was gonna mean like committing and failing or committing and succeeding. Even like what is that gonna look like? I don't like. There's scary things that you see, like even with people who you see celebrities and they go through a lot of shit. They go like the biggest celebrities have been through a lot, like mentally, just like and social media will paint you in any way they want. So there's a lot of things to deal with when you're in that caliber of like fame. And so yeah, I've had fear of commitment with a lot of things in my life.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've gotten a lot better because now I kind of see it as like, well, I don't know. I can't see myself doing anything else. I don't know what else could make me happy rather than doing what I'm doing now. Even though I'm not even where I want to be, but even being as far as I've come right now is just like I'm getting there. I prayed for days like these where I could even just be sitting here on a podcast with my girls.
Right. It's interesting that you guys have these fears of commitment because when I see y'all, I see levels of commitment towards many things that you guys are disciplined about and pursuing. Like you're committed to a lot of things. And I think maybe one way to aid in breaking that fear is to take the places that you are committed in and successfully commit, and you see the fruit and you see the end result. Because I've seen it in y'all. I've seen you commit to something and get a result. You know what I mean? And maybe treating that as the parallel process to the areas that you are fearful of committing. You know what I mean? Because you have it in you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's not in there.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe using that as like, well, if I can do it here, then I can do it here. Because committing here didn't hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
So why would it hurt me here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And even for myself, like the whole fear of heartbreak, there's a level of commitment that is required. I don't think I have a fear for commitment. I don't think I've ever really been afraid of commitment.
Well, you were married.
Yeah, I know.
You can be committed.
Yeah. I don't have a fear for commitment.
years
Commitment
commitment.
is like, I feel like that was really karate, because like we would have to, you know, what does commitment mean? Like, and we would have to define the definition, and like it was just such a part of the martial arts that I feel like it's instilled in me. Like anything great comes from commitment.
Mm-hmm.
It's an unwavering dedication, and you can't get anything without being unwaveringly dedicated.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I think that even in me telling you guys this, I'm even realizing, like, even when it comes to love and all that, my actual fear of heartbreak is the failure of love, right? That's what heartbreak is. And then maybe your fear of feeling unworthy is failing at committing at something and it not being your worth.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's never been your mom, your grandma, it's never been their worth. No one in your family has accomplished something of great. You know what I'm saying? So you have this fear of like, what if me committing to this and then it was for nothing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like a fear of failure. And there's this great book that I read growing up. It was called Failing Forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking this for myself. Like, I shouldn't really be that afraid of heartbreak, because even in this moment, even the pain that I went through, I've learned so much that has made me and who I'm growing to be, the woman that I am. So it was never a failure. I'm taking the failure and I'm going forward, failing forward.
100%.
And so if we can trick our minds and switch our minds, it's a paradigm shift to believe these things wholeheartedly, maybe we will behave differently towards the areas that we are fearful in commitment.
100%. I agree with you.
Learning and hearing from you guys and what your struggles are, or, you know, I'm sure for me too. And I'm just like, wow, it's crazy that you guys struggle with this. I see you so differently.
Right.
I see y'all both so differently. You know what I mean?
Perception is everything. It's just
Right.
different. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We look strong.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm like, borrow my belief in y'all, like, if y'all need to, because I'm like, y'all both so worthy. Y'all both are incredible people. I wouldn't be friends with y'all if y'all weren't. So
I mean, right? your vibe attracts your tribe.
Exactly.
So that's why we
Like,
here.
you know what I'm saying?
And I definitely second what you say as far as like, you know, everything you went through. Basically, you're saying you would go through it again, like, because even though like the times were so tough, like I would say the same. As much pain, as much as that hurt, like I, you know, to the point of I didn't want to be here, you know, I would still go through it again, because without that, I wouldn't know what peace really feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Like what this feels like right now. I appreciate it so much. The smallest things in life, I'm constantly giving like thanks and constantly in a space of gratitude when I think about where I was 2 years ago and where I am now. And it's like it's worth it.
Yeah.
And I remember you telling me something once. Maybe you could reword it again. But it was something like, you know, everything here is temporary. We are in the human experience, just experiencing life like we're not even from here.
Yeah.
Not from here.
Literally, we're aliens.
That's how I really be feeling, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not like, so for us to get caught up in the human experience as if it's the end of, like, it's like the only thing that matters, like you're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So everything you're experiencing here, I don't know where we go, but like you're not gonna take it.
Exactly.
You're not gonna take none of the problems that you're stressing about. That shit just ends.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like we hold so much weight, and if and to be real, every problem that we've ever faced, you still alive, you still here, right? Like the solution happens. Like we find a way out of it. The light is always at the end of the tunnel. So it's in my head, I'm like, and I'm guilty of this. I don't ever want to get caught up in the pains of this human experience.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to make the best of it, but know what makes this vessel alive and how I and my purpose and like all that, like that is connected to a greater being.
Yeah.
So I'm not from here, you know, like I'm just in this vessel, this corpse, this body, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So live it to the
great,
best.
This was a great combo, y'all.
I loved it.
Thank
It
you
was so
guys.
great. Do you guys have any fun facts about fear?
Fun facts about fear.
No.
It's all in your mind.
Yes.
Fun fact.
That's
It's
what I was
all
gonna say.
in
Fear,
your mind.
have you heard that? Fear is an illusion.
Fear is an illusion,
Fear
yes.
is an illusion.
It's an
not
illusion.
real. Only love is real. Only love is real. So
yeah.
Fear is taught, isn't it? It's like
it's developed, it's taught.
It's like
it's developed. We create it in our mind.
Yeah.
You know, it's literally an illusion because it's not even happening. And we create this illusion and we literally get scared of this mental image we just created that probably would never happen.
Well,
that was great, guys.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Thank you guys for being here.
We'll see you on the next one, or hear us on the next one.
Right. Look at us.
Look at us and look at you, baby.
Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to join our squad. Visit lookatuspod.com.